Hi, this is Dr. A Piano. I'm in this video talking about scales. I hope you know the names of each key on a piano. If not, kindly watch my video titled Introduction to Learning Piano Fast. So we talk about scales in this video, but for you to understand what we are talking about, scales, you need to listen to this music. There are two pieces of music here I'm playing. The first is dissonant, and the second is harmonious. So let us listen to this to appreciate what we mean by scales. Just a moment. So this is the first piece of music. Praise the Lord, my spirit, soul, and body. Praise the Lord, my spirit, soul, and body. Praise the Lord, my spirit, soul, and body. Shout hallelujah. Now let us listen to the second music piece. Praise the Lord, my spirit, soul, and body. Praise the Lord, my spirit, soul, and body. Praise the Lord, my spirit, soul, and body. Shout hallelujah. The first music I play is dissonant. The reason for this is that the music piece, the melody of the music, is sung in key C major, and the chord that accompanying the music is in D sharp major. So the scale of the chord is D sharp major. The scale of the song is C major. Different scales. That was the reason why there was dissonance. Now, the second piece of music, the scale is in C major, and the chord is also in C major. That was the reason for the harmony of the song. You can always listen to the two songs again if you are confused. Now, that is the concept of scale. That's how you can appreciate what we are talking about. Now, scales simply means a set of musical notes in order of fundamental frequency or pitch. And there are different scales. As we have major scales, we have minor scales, different other scales that we have. Let me give you an example of a scale, C major scale, which runs as shown in this video. Again. This is C major scale. And you should note that for scales, okay, let me tell you this. Somebody asked me, which of these keys, all these white keys and black keys, is Do? What I actually played for you here earlier is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That is turning so far. Now somebody asked me which of these keys is do or re. The answer I gave the person was that each of the key is do, can be do, and each of the key can be re. Each of the key can be mi, can be so, can be fa, can be sol, can be la, can be ti, can be do again. So each of the key can be do, can be re. Before you can define a specific key that is do or re, you must be talking about certain scale. So if you are talking about C major as a earlier round, the key, which is C major, now you can say there is a definite key which is do. You can say there is a key which is re, and so on. So when you are talking about C major, the only key that is do is this. As I earlier said that any key can be do, can be re, can be anything. That was the reason why some group of people stick to the concept of using letters for identifying music. Like if they play this, they just name this as C and G. C, G. But then we want to learn music for musicality, not just for letters, for frequency or whatever. What we're interested in is musicality of this. That's why we cannot forget about Tony Sofa. We still have that in mind. We always refer to this for musicality's sake. So when you are talking about C major, the only key that is do is this, which is also this, the octave. It's still do. It's still do. That's the only music that is do when you are talking about C major. When you are talking about C major, the key D is the only re. So any key D is re. Key E is mi. Key F is fa. Key G is so. La for key A. Key B, T, and so on. That's how we have it in C major. So when you're talking about scale, C major scale runs this way. So that is C major, and each of the key you can say one is re or mi, and so on. That is how you can talk about this case. But then I should let you know that when a song is being sung in certain scale, maybe for example, the song is in key C, as I earlier demonstrated. It is important that the accompaniment has to be in key C. What I mean by key in this aspect is also, some people refer to key as scales. Key and scales, interchangeable. So, well, I mean scales by talking about key. So if a song is in scale C, the scale of the song is in C, the chord that accompanies the song also has to be in C. That's the principle. At least for as a beginner, you should know this. Though in some rare cases, we can have combination of different keys, different scale accompaniment, and the music is also another scale. Different scale accompanying different, different scale accompaniment coming with music in another scale. In some rare cases, there can be dissonance between the scales of the accompaniment and the scale of the song. They can be different, that's what I mean. So in that case, boy, as a beginner, what I will tell you now is the scale of the song, the melody has to be the same. with a scale of the accompaniment for that melody. So you need to know that. Otherwise, there will be dissonance in that music you are playing. That's why it is important. Maybe you are somewhere, somebody is singing, and you want to accompany the person. Your first assignment is to find the key of the song. Then you can play in that song. There will be now harmony when you are playing. That is what you need to understand when we are talking about scales. So, but then one thing you need to know is how to identify these scale patterns. There are different scales. This can form a scale. This, if your root is here, the one I demonstrated, the root, which is Do, is on this key C. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. The root Do is on key C. So we call this one that I just run, we call it C major because the root is on key C. The scale is called C major scale. That's C major scale. And when you are talking about there are also other scales, major scales, like this. If the root start from here, this very key, remember this very key is called C sharp. So if the root starts here, the scale I want to run now is, because the root is starting on this key, we call it C sharp major scale. This is C sharp major because we have it this way. That is C sharp major. This is another scale. If the root starts from here, this is D. Remember, this is key D. If the root starts here, the scale is D major scale. Sorry. So this is the D major scale. We also have D sharp. That's D sharp, and so on. So depending on where the root is starting from. But then in the next video, I will show you how you can easily identify scale. There are different ways. I will explain in the next video that will help you to easily identify the scale pattern, and so that you can apply it when you are playing. Thank you for watching. This is Dr. Ray Piano. Kindly subscribe.